One of the things that I noticed in Nigeria is the fact that people are murdered all the time and the murderers get away with it. There are many unsolved cases, unsolved murders of politicians, and growing up in a political family, some of the people that actually committed the murders, I know who they are because my father actually sat me down for years and he will tell me what's actually going on. To tell Nigerians, on the other hand, as a journalist, is very difficult because they turn around and call you a liar. Calling me a liar really hurts. You don't know what it is to have a journalist tell you something exclusive and people don't believe you. When I said Ifeanyi Adeleke was actually a female child, it was hard for people to believe that. When I said this child was killed in a failed drug deal, people thought I was lying. There are many things in life that you wouldn't hear about. It will never be told as a story. What Nigerians do is they want evidence. Journalism, we don't give any evidence. I don't know who brought this concept to Nigeria, but in journalism, you protect the source. So why give evidence to anybody? So there's this blogger that calls himself an investigative journalist, David Hundeyin. David Hundeyin did not attend any journalism school, so he doesn't really know the ethics of journalism. David studied creative writing at Igbinedion University, and when he finished, he went to Channels News to work as a writer. David wrote television shows, sitcoms, but he always wanted to be in the news department. They wouldn't let him. At Channels, I was told that his imagination is so weird that they never wanted to send him to the news department. But he wanted to do news. So he left Channels and started his own thing and branded himself and packaged himself as an investigative journalist. And then he started lying to get the followers on social media, to get the attention. And the Nigerians who were gullible. So in 2021, when the Oromoni case came, what David did was he found a way to now say, I just investigated this woman. Once he sees you're in the news, what David does is he will now create a story around you saying that he has been investigating you for a long time. So what he did was he said he has been investigating because everybody was attacking me during the Oromoni case. So David now came up with this story that I'm a grifter. He said I didn't have a degree in public relations. He claimed that he contacted my school via email, and he showed the email and blocked so many things out, the name of the person taking the email and all. He asked for a Kemi lawyer who studied new digital media. I mean, you said somebody doesn't have a PR degree, a PR certificate, but yet you're asking the school for something else. So you see how crafty he is? He literally would lie so that he can confuse them. So the school now said, we don't have anybody by that name, by that degree. He really tortured the woman, the registrar. So he goes back to his story, posts them there and says, not only did she lie about having a PR certificate, she also used the name of a prominent school. Goucher College, Maryland, School of Public Relations, they no longer have PR in the studies. But when he was there, I was just shocked when I pulled out my certificate and posted it, and people were saying, here's the certificate. He now said it was a photocopied Photoshop thing. Do you know how that hurts you? That you actually attended a school and somebody says you didn't attend it, and they're passing around an email around, which Nigerians don't look at the bigger picture, don't study all what he was saying in that email. Now what happened? I now called my lawyer to sue my school for millions of dollars because they lied to somebody that claimed they're a journalist and said they couldn't find my degree. Do you know what that means in America? That literally means that I can sue the school for a lot of money. The school now said he never asked for PR. He asked for digital new media. He confused them. David Hundeyin is crafty. He went to launch a book in Oxford University with Onyeka, and they were charging people £20 to enter a book launch. The people were gullible and they were paying. A student in Oxford University now came and said, David, what you're doing is fraudulent, Onyeka. They now disgrace them. Oxford University newspaper now wrote an article calling David a disreputable blogger. They didn't even call him a journalist because they don't see where he graduated with ethics of journalism. David received the plans from the Nigerian Air Force on how they're going to bomb Niger during that conflict. And he posted it online. A military document. Do you know what would happen to David in America? They would simply kill him. The CIA will they will take him out. All these things he did for validation, I don't know, to impress his audience. 7 countries have denied him visa and asylum. He can't even visit them. US, UK, all these different places. Australia, Germany. Then David said, I lied, that I was a medical doctor. He went to a parody handle saying, I'm Kemi lawyer, pay me now. I'm a medical doctor of 30 years. David Hundeyin did not know. A real journalist will know this, that I'm not a PhD in medicine or a PhD in anything. Most Nigerians think I have a PhD. I don't have a PhD. I don't argue with them. I just tell them I don't have a PhD. Go find why they're calling me doctor. Some of them come back and say, oh, you're a pharmacist doctor. That's doctor of pharmacy, Pharm.D. I didn't know. They don't have that degree in Nigeria. They actually did, but it was erased by the Nigerian Medical Association, who didn't like pharmacists being called doctor. Uniben was the one that had it. Uniben, University of Benin. At the end of the day, many people learned what the Pharm.D was. And then, to make it worse, what we have was someone that didn't know about that degree. So I saw a guy in the comments who said, my goodness, she's not a medical doctor. She is a doctor of pharmacy. They don't have a bachelor's degree in North America. You should know this. And the person blasted him. David was so disgraced that he couldn't even come out and say, I apologize for everything. I have all these notifications coming. I apologize for everything I did. He destroyed my reputation. I was very sad. I was very upset. I did not post on social media for the whole of 2022, along with the Oromani case and how they traumatized me. And I left Nigeria in December 2022. I just used January 2023 as just to cover up. It was a horrible time for me. He defamed me. He has never apologized. He did the same thing to the BBC producer who sued him in a British court, and they gave this guy damages. David can't pay those damages. David's in Kumasi, Ghana, hiding in this little hole there. Imagine you're in a hole. You're writing all these horrible things about people around the world. You can't travel anywhere. You can't do anything. You can't go back to your own country. When David was posing behind a Twitter handle called Pidom, I kept telling Nigerians that David is Pidom. David and another guy are running that hand. No one believed me until it was finally out and the police had him wanted. Then Nigerians couldn't talk. Why do you keep quiet and you don't apologize for not believing me? I know everything. And I tell people. So he wrote this article. It's still online. When he tagged it, David has this anonymous account. He'll go to Wikipedia and alter it and vandalize it. He tagged it to the Wikipedia. She's known for lying about her career. Wikipedia took it off and said this is a crafty, deceptive article. David, yeah, they took it off and they cleaned up your mess. Because the lies I made about the schoolboy and incels, I ended up being right? Dimming somebody else's light, David, does not make yours shine brighter. 30-year difference between us. Some people were in investigative journalism before you got there.